Now Ford launched the first major upgrade of the compact sedan, the Aspire, a few days back in Delhi, and now we have come to beautiful Jodhpur to ride this new car, both petrol and diesel, and tell you what all has changed across 5 different parameters. What are these parameters? Well, stay tuned with us for the next few minutes. Parameter number 1, the exterior changes. As you can see, a lot has gone into making the Aspire look more premium and more upmarket to rival cars like the Amaze and the Desire. For example, up front you have this new huge grille and freestyle inspired C-shaped fog lamps over here. On the upper models, you also get these new classier looking 15-inch alloy wheels. At the back, not much has changed apart from slight tweaks to the bumper and the tail lamps. What about the interiors? Well, that is the parameter number 2, so see you on the inside. Parameter number 2, the interiors of the new Aspire. Now, just in case you're wondering about this different shirt, well, it's day number 2 and hence a new dress. So back to the interiors, no changes in terms of the design or the color combination. Still gets you a dual tone theme which seems to work very well. But Ford has added a lot of features on the new Aspire. Starting from the Sync 3 setup, this one, the new interface offers you segment best touch reception, the one we saw on the new EcoSport and the recently launched Freestyle. Also gets navigation, the emergency assist, the rear camera, the Android Auto and the CarPlay. So a very good setup for the segment. You also get a push button start function over here. Still not a smart keyless entry setup, but yeah, the push button start is coming on the new Aspire. You also get auto wipers and auto headlamps. But surprisingly, a feature that we see in smaller hatchbacks is still missing in the Aspire, that is the rear AC vents, not done for the Indian summers. I think it was high time the Aspire got rear AC vents, but this one is still missing on that feature. Apart from that, the overall space and the practicality factor, they remain unchanged, which is a good point because the Aspire always was a very spacious car, a well-built, functional and practical interior, a lot of places to keep your knickknacks over here, multiple cup holders, so that has not changed. So overall, yes, parameter number 2 is good. Space, practicality, comfort remain very good, and you get these extra added features. Time now to move on to the next parameter. And so parameter number 3, the change in the powertrains of the Aspire. As expected, no change in the diesel engine. The one I'm driving right now on day number 2 is the same 1.5 litre, putting on 100 PS of power and a very healthy dose of torque, lower in the rev range of the engine. The change in the diesel unit is the new 5-speed gearbox. It's an all-new setup, which Ford claims is better in terms of NVH and low friction levels, and that is why the diesel Aspire, in spite of the same power and torque, is slightly more efficient than the older Aspire. The big news is the introduction of the new 1.2 litre Dragon series engine, the petrol engine, which we first saw in the Freestyle. Now in the Aspire as well, this one basically because of a change in the gearing, the taller ratio for the final drive, the Aspire becomes slightly more efficient than the Freestyle, which has the same engine. In terms of power and torque outputs, as compared to the earlier Aspire, this Dragon series engine gives you 9% more power and 7% more torque, and yet is more efficient. So I think it's better across all parameters. The petrol engine also gets a new gearbox as compared to the earlier petrol Aspire. I drove this one yesterday on day number 1 on the city streets of Jodhpur and on the highway. Unfortunately, we were 4 on board and the AC was running and there was a lot of luggage in the boot, so I couldn't really enjoy the engine. Later in the evening, I took the car again for a spin alone, and that is when all the strengths of the Dragon series engine came out. It's got enough poke for city usage, it's very good for highway runs as well. So if you want to play safe, you want a petrol car, the Aspire with the new Dragon series engine is an improvement. However, this one, the petrol engine, is still not the best in the segment of compact sedans. Of both the engines, the diesel and petrol, the diesel will still be my pick, not because it's very powerful at 100 PS, but because it's got so much torque lower in the rev range, which means minimal turbo lag and no need to really downshift when you want to have your overtaking maneuvers. So very good for city usage, excellent for highway runs, and very efficient as well. So yeah, from both the engines, the diesel is still my pick. Ford is also offering the 1.5 petrol with an automatic, but unfortunately being a compact sedan, the 1.5 petrol does not offer you small car tax benefits, and the automatic is also an expensive transmission. So yes, the 1.5 automatic is there, but that is much more expensive than rivals which have an automatic option as well. Let's also add in this parameter that the ride and handling remains as good as ever. The wheel size has gone up from 14 inches to 15 inches, and that does give you a feel of stability and a feel of driving a much larger car on the highway runs. The tires are also very wide at 195 millimeters, and that does help absorb undulations and bumps on the road. So in the segment, in terms of being a benchmark for ride and handling, it's quite good, almost there with the leaders, but yeah, no reason to complain in those terms. And parameter number 4, the pricing of the new Aspire. Now as you saw, this one gets more features and a better engine, and yet the pricing has come down substantially across all the versions. The base is now cheaper by approximately 30,000 rupees, while the top end is cheaper by approximately 45,000 rupees, making this one better value for money than ever before. The 1.2 petrol and the 1.5 diesel can be had in 5 different versions: the base Ambiente, the Trend Plus, the Titanium and the Titanium Plus. So while the entry-level versions of these engine options are as expensive as the rivals, the top ends are far cheaper, making this better value for money as compared to the rivals. Icing on the cake, well, the segment first and the segment best warranty of 5 years or 1 lakh kilometers. That's very good food. The automatic, unfortunately, is very expensive. It's available in only one version, the Titanium, and can be used for 8.5 lakh rupees at showroom daily, way expensive than the rivals. So there you go, the new Ford Aspire. As you just saw, it looks better than ever before, gets more features, a more powerful and an efficient 1.2 petrol, and yet is cheaper than ever before. The entry-level Aspire will cost as much as the rivals, but the top end is way cheaper. So guys, all this means this one is more desirable than ever before and could amaze you in case you're stepping up from a hatchback to a sedan. In terms of shortcomings, well, no rear AC vents and the automatic is way too expensive. But apart from that, I think the new Aspire deserves a thumbs up. What do you feel about the Aspire? Let us know in the comment section below, and to watch such videos guys, subscribe to our channel.